Huge, isn't it?
It's not that bad, is it? That bit. Biscuits?
Oh, biscuits, please, sir. Yes, sir.
Biscuit.
Right. It's all golden top.
It's not my favourite. Don't really like the
Bit,
plain.
isn't it? Bit.
Yeah, it's a bit blingy, isn't it?
Yeah, over the top, really.
So we go live, so the first thing anybody sees is just Duncan in it.
Oh,
All in one. Alright.
You can't eat because you put a whole biscuit in his mouth with pig.
You could do that.
Yeah, but I'm not.
Even Josh.
Can't do that.
Even Jimmy.
You know what, Jerry?
Jimmy's a new one.
I think so, actually, yeah.
Yeah. No, I have told the guys from the Third Edition Forum, Facebook page that we're doing a live chat, so come and say hi. So that's what I know, right? Just having tea with the wife, and you're talking to us. I am proper shining there, aren't I? Just
Oh, thank God for that. You got that one underneath.
it's Captain Caveman underneath. There we go.
Neanderthal.
You should be wearing this because you're feeling Oaks today.
Yeah, no. Yeah.
Yeah, we are doing, finally, because we kept saying it for years, well, years, as long as we've been doing the channel, I suppose, that we would do a 40k 3rd edition game. And we're doing it tonight as part of October, because it'll be the last Saturday of October.
Yeah.
So, yeah, so that's going to be interesting.
And third is when we met. I really don't think it was like that.
Yes, it was, and it was the biggest change to 40k at the time, until 8th come along.
Yeah.
8th really shook it up as well, but second, when we had second, and they went to third, and I know a lot of people, I've chatted to a couple of people in Messenger and that, they're all saying, you know, they thought it had dumbed the game down so much, but then tactics have paid off a bit more. It's all doing moving around, and there's a bit more tactical playing involved in third, I think.
Yeah, it could be actually, yeah.
Because your heroes aren't as hard, nowhere near as hard. It's all about the men now. But then we proved that last week, that my librarian, even though he was stomping around everywhere, didn't actually do a lot.
Did not stop me firing at everything else.
Oh, someone did say on that game, if you haven't
cheated.
watched it, yeah, well, kind of. Right, okay. So, you know I kept calling it prescience.
Yeah.
It's prescience. I think I've pronounced that right now.
Okay,
And the card runs out at the end of the turn, I have to recast it.
Oh, actually,
But you never failed to nullify it.
It doesn't matter. I wouldn't have had two.
No, but the thing is, you tried nullifying it all the time and you kept failing to nullify it. So if I'd cast it, that roll would have still stood and you would never nullify it.
Next, you may not have had the
So
cards
it
to cast it.
balanced out. I always had the cards to cast it. Either way,
You cheat.
he didn't do a lot. Well, he did. Well, yeah, I suppose he did.
Yeah,
really.
you can do. When you go.
And the other thing that someone pointed out is there was a Q&A in White Dwarf 192, and I actually went and dug it out, where you can do Overwatch at the end of any sort of movement.
Oh, okay.
Not just the movement. They even said in the Q&A that they apologised. They didn't really think it that far through. They only thought about the end of the movement phase. But if you're in Overwatch and there's any movement done, like a follow-up after close combat, the librarian teleporting into your line of sight, you can Overwatch at the end of any sort of movement.
It didn't really make much difference.
No, it didn't. But
I couldn't hit a barn door.
no, your long fights were terrible.
Yeah.
That's the worst I've ever seen you feel them.
Because I'm getting on the tooth, that's why.
You're so funny.
Oh, you went to Bobberton, didn't you?
Yeah. Yes, I done my youngest, and we went to Bovington. Absolutely amazing. Right. So her favourite tank is the Tiger, and mine's the Panzer III. And the two of them were literally right next to each other. So we must have spent a good 20 minutes, half hour just drawing over those two tanks. But it's weird to see them in the flesh, and you think, and the good thing is you can get to touch the tanks and actually get that tactile feel, and you think, bloody hell, man! Oh my god! And you see the damage on the Tiger, where the shell welded the turret.
Yeah.
And I don't think it was the turret itself. It looked like it was the gun, but apparently it was the turret was welded.
Oh, I don't know.
But you look at the damage under the elevation of the gun itself.
Yeah.
You can see where it's hit there, and you can understand where it would have welded that, so they couldn't lower the gun. So of course, if a gun was stuck up like that, we wouldn't be able to do anything.
No, true.
So that's why they panicked and legged it. But we went to have kind of scuttled the tank, but they didn't.
But it's, you might say you watch the movie again. How big is that tank?
Yeah, Tank Museum is 20 minutes up the road from me. It's such a great place. Shut up, Josh. I could have said I. Yeah, it was brilliant, Josh. Loved it. We were there for a good 5 hours, and I think at the end I was a bit tanked out. So that's it. I've seen tanks, and then when we were walking out, they had the door to the hangar open.
Yeah.
Well, they said it was open for an hour. You could go upstairs and look over a platform and look down over everything.
All right.
That's only open for an hour of the day. We walked past and we stopped and we're looking through and think, bloody hell, look at all these tanks here, man.
Yeah. There's loads, isn't there?
Oh my god. And then when we pulled up, we had to go into like the overflow car park, and there was just tanks by the banks, all rusted out and that. And I was like, bloody hell, man, there was just tanks everywhere. And I almost bought, I mean, I was that close, almost bought Tiger One slippers, which would have been great. I nearly got you a Tiger beer, actually, a all Black Prince one.
Oh, yeah.
Well,
yeah.
I didn't in the end.
Oh, that's nice,
Well,
isn't it?
Bannock will back up again.
I thought you would be.
Yeah, I know, but I didn't buy Cat anything. So you imagine if I said, did you get me anything? No, I've got to chase the beer. Can you imagine? That would just not go down well. So I played safe, and I got top trumps though. Could have had a game of top trumps. I bought one set, so Kate and I was sat down having a bit of a bite. We played top trumps. We're like, hang on a minute, these are tanks of World War II. There's no tiger in it. And then she went downstairs in the shop. There was another set there with a tiger on the front, so she got that set. I had a behind the scenes tour coming up. Oh wow!
Oh, it means you're going to the hang with all of them.
Mm.
Oh, that'd be nice to see. Proper. So they got some weirder ones.
Full tour on Archives Workshop and special bits on display. Even Dad and Dom.
That Don.
Not on public display. Wow. That'd be mental.
There's loads.
Because I was really shocked. I mean, I love the Tiger. Oh yeah. My tour goes, God, we really look how thick the armour is. We really ought to take that out. Said, not with Jason his motors, darling. Oh, is he? Yeah, we don't like it, do we? No, we don't. So, but what I was really surprised over was the size of the Panther.
Yeah.
I didn't expect it to be that big, because you're so used to seeing, like you said, how small the tanks are. Like you look at, see, I was shocked over the size of the Panzer IV, and the fact that the Panzer IV had thinner armour than the Sherman, because they got little data faxes, didn't they, sort of thing. And it was, yeah, it's a lot thinner compared to the Sherman, but the Sherman's armour tank gun wasn't as good as the Panzer.
No.
Because the Panzer IV was running around with basically an 88 in his gut.
Yeah, well,
Or butt.
the Churchill's armour was thicker than on the front than a Tiger.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
Oh, and I saw that tank you mentioned, the built by the old gang to do trench warfare. Bloody great massive thing in the cafe. No?
No, I can't remember.
Opposite the Afghans sort of stuff.
Oh yeah.
Oh, because they thought there was going to be another trench warfare, and the Jones like, no, we're not. We ain't doing that again.
Yeah.
Well, I'm surprised. I'm half tempted now to. I got one for my dad for his 60th, and he got me one for my 30th. I think it was about £100 now, but it's included breakfast. That's nice.
Yeah.
That's well. He bought a behind-the-scenes tour for his dad for his 60th, but his dad got him one for his 30th, and then you get a breakfast and everything.
How much?
Well, maybe more now, but that could be a bring about a war game road trip. If you're watching, darling, Well, she won't be because she'll be watching Strictly now. We've got to get the Warlord games, anyway.
Yeah.
But
And Mantics.
Mantics, yeah, they're all in the same place, aren't they?
Yes.
But what I liked, I did like the fact that you could touch the tanks, because it's something else just to be able to you're touching a piece of history, genuine piece of history that I'd seen action, and you think of those poor buggers. And how thick the armor was on a King Tiger. And then, I'm going to pronounce this wrong. I know I'm going to pronounce it wrong. Someone said in the comments that it's not a J, it's to pronounce it with a Y. Tiger, the Tiger Hunter.
Oh, the one with the fixed gun.
Oh my God, that was bloody ridiculous. I'll be buying them.
Because we're shredded.
Well, now I've been to Bobbiton. Thanks. I'm tempted now to get a Panzer II.
Yeah.
With a little light autocannon. I mean, it's only +7 armor, but it's enclosed.
Yeah.
So have a bit more survivability than a 2-2. Oh, I went to one of the staff custodians or whatever, and I said, raising my door up on hello. Have you got Gruber's little tank? He went, no, that didn't actually exist. I said, no, I know it's based on the 222. And you can see he's like, oh, right, okay.
I think it's actually a British armoured car in the programme.
Yeah, but it's meant to be based on a 222.
Yeah.
Oh, they had a Daimler there.
Oh, did they?
Yeah, I let the tyres down.
Yeah, you had Daimler. They got a.
And it had the rat on the back.
Yes, and they've also got the big armoured car, British armoured car, AEC.
Oh, they had really weird ones there. I was looking for the Humber. Don't think they had a Humber there, but they had a Daimler. I walked around that corner and saw the Tiger and the Panzer III, and then it was right kind of in the same area. Shouldn't have been nowhere near them. Disgusting little bloody scout car.
That's the Morton.
You mean the sniper team?
Yeah.
But yeah, it was very, very enjoyable. Great day. A lot of walking though. You're walking around everywhere.
Yeah.
I mean, we missed out on the talk when they had one of the tanks like completely cut in half, sort of thing.
Oh yeah.
And we were giving lectures and pointing stuff out.
Is that Centurion?
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah, it's good. I got it when I went with it, but I went with myself. Peace and quiet.
Yeah, but you would have gone non-school day as well.
Yes.
You would have gone.
Yeah, I went out to school holidays.
Even your tea with milk and sugar a couple of weeks ago, went to visit Tank Museum. Oh, nice. They have the silly concrete pillbox at the back of the lorry. It's one of my favourites. Oh yeah. What's your armour? Concrete. Brilliant.
Yeah. Very British, isn't it?
Did you see the Dragon's Teeth though, with the little viewports that had like little diorama inside of the D-Day landers and stuff like that?
I can't remember.
Yeah, it wasn't that long ago, mate.
I'm getting old.
Okay, fair enough. Well, that means you need to go back.
I'm on holiday soon, isn't
I reckon we missed loads.
Yeah, probably.
That's like Harry Potter. We spent nearly 7 hours at Harry Potter, and you could have gone back next week and saw loads more you didn't see. And it'd be the same with the Tank Museum. Even my daughter said that was brilliant. I said, "You really enjoyed it?" She goes, "Yeah, loved it." She not as good as Harry Potter, but she loved it. Absolutely loved it. And we bought. Yeah, she bought.
Okay, did you buy any tanks?
No. Oh, I was going to wear it. No, I'm going to wear it next. Oh, when are we doing Boat Action next? Because I got a T-shirt with Tiger on it.
I don't know, when is it?
I don't know. What are we doing after this? Are we one-page ruling it?
I can't
Or we
remember.
Boat Action in? No, we did Boat Action the week before.
Really?
Oh, back in Europe, weren't we? We were men only, didn't we? And you had to capture the fan or
That was
something.
in the month.
Oh, was it?
Oh, okay.
Was it? I don't know. Oh, we do so many battle reports now, which is great, and we got a nice fan base as well, which is really good, and really appreciate that, and the feedback we get.
Yeah, well, we're doing third tonight, aren't we? So we're going to get things wrong.
How would that be any different?
And we've already realised that your Bassis can't fight twice.
Yeah,
That's good.
That's not good.
And
that must have been a later edition.
And my alt guns aren't assault.
Yeah, no, they're not, are they?
No.
Oh wow! Reading the rules, we used to do so much wrong when we first started playing it. So much wrong, but we'll explain that as we go through the game.
Well, I didn't actually have basilisks. I ain't got any basilisks.
No.
I've got griffins.
Oh, you must. You're all. Some of the world's biggest German war tanks and lots of the French tanks in all sorts of colour schemes. Yeah, the French tanks were odd, weren't they?
Oh,
The Chad, something or another?
is that when the poor commander's got to do everything?
Don't know.
Yeah, they
There
can't.
was a tank there was meant to be the tank of the day before the Germans rolled through into Paris.
Yeah, but that tank was stronger than all the German tanks.
Yeah, I know, but it was like. I like the fact they went around the menagerie.
Yeah,
I'm going to pronounce it.
I'm not gonna get it wrong.
The line.
the French tank was a better tank in everything, in guns, in armour, but it was slower.
Right.
And where they had set their tanks up.
Wish someone had a Chad 2C. Would love to see one.
That's got to be the.
I don't know.
That's the French one.
Yeah, no, that's a French
Yeah.
tank.
But their tank was slower, so when the Germans would say down here, it took them ages to get. Because when they did capture, apparently really hammered the German
Oh,
tanks.
okay.
But they were slow. But I think the turret's only a two-man turret, and at the back of the turret, as the door goes down, so the tank man can get out and tell these other tanks what to do.
Wow.
But he had to do everything. He had to do. I think it was the loader and he had like 3 jobs to do. It was stupid.
Oh. They had a tank there, and they had cups as well. And I sent a photo. So my missus said, "Look, they've got a cup for me." The tank was called Little Willie. Yeah, but don't forget, my Panzer III belongs to Big Willie, so it doesn't really matter, does it? But there was a really odd tank where it was on wheels, obviously. Bloody great dome on it. It was
Dome?
it was a
On the
real-
car?
Yeah, on the car.
Yes, British
thing,
on the
wasn't it?
car.
Was it British one? I thought it was French.
No, British. It's got.
Loads
Has it got
of machine guns on
what
it.
is it sticking out? Yeah,
Yeah.
Oh God.
I've got loads of photos on them.
Pre-Second World War. It was mainly used for policing in the Commonwealth.
Oh, right,
arms.
okay.
Yeah, the reason it's down because it was
Stop bullets.
Yeah, because it was in India when in the mountains, but they'd be shooting down.
Oh, yeah, because they did mention the Khyber Pass. Or something.
Yeah, they shoot down onto it. Yeah, yeah, it does look funny, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But isn't it weird how the one thing they didn't have, which of course was rare, I know a museum somewhere's got it, the German tank. Because the German tank, no, the First World War German tank was a big box like that because they actually covered the tracks.
Isn't there only just like 2 or something in the world?
Something like that, yeah. But I'm sure there was one in England. I thought there was one in England because they brought it back.
I don't know.
I mean, the saddest thing you walk away from that is the fact that the cavalry, they still had the cavalry. Yes, the tank commander had the radio operated gun.
Yeah, yeah, they do every fucking thing. No wonder he got confused. It was stupid.
Literally, out of 1 million odd horses, only 6 out of 100 survived. That's mental. That's well, actually, some were sold. Yes, there's a French monster tank. 10 were made, 9 destroyed, and 1 called Champagne was last seen in Russia in 1948. Yeah. We'll keep an eye. We'll probably see it on TV in a minute.
Yeah.
We'll load the Ukrainians back.
Probably do better.
Probably not too fair. Yeah, it's more reliable.
Yeah.
Well, that's the one thing they didn't have, though. I didn't see in there. They had obviously the T-34. Didn't have the KB-9. That bloody monster.
All right.
So, yeah, there's a couple of tanks they didn't have, which I thought they would have had. They didn't have a Panzer I, but then I suppose that's...
Did they?
No, they had a Panzer II with the autocannon.
I thought they had a Panzer I. I'm sure I took
No,
Did I just take a picture of a Panzer I up there?
No, I don't think so. I didn't see a Panzer I up there. Well, there's just so many tanks. Probably
sure there was.
Probably turned the corner the wrong way and missed it.
I'm sure there was.
Can't remember. The one with the Germans used was the Char B and B1 with flamers, not the 2C. Josh, when you go down to Bovington again, because you will, because it's only 20 minutes away, see if there's a Panzer I down there.
I'm sure there was, because I thought I took a photograph and sent it to you.
I don't know, I can't remember. I'll have to check.
Because they had the Panzer II, is it Lotus or Locus or something?
I think a lot of the poor horses were left behind because it was a lot of them were left behind. Very rare. Some of them come back to the UK. A lot of them were sold probably for food.
But I'm sure
working.
Yeah, because they had the Panzer II Locus or something like that. Was more like a scout tank or something or other.
Oh, see, I was just about to say something really stupid then. No, nice. Cheers, Josh. Is the one thing you didn't see was a Jeep and a Cooper wagon, but then it's a tank museum, not an all-vehicle Second World War exhibition, is it?
Oh yeah, but they've got the scout car.
Yeah, it was sad, man. It was. I mean, taking horses against guns was bloody ridiculous, man. But they thought that's why the war was going to work, and then
yeah,
trench warfare came along. They said, "Don't need your cavalry."
No, but I thought it was funny. There's one of the YouTube channels does the history bit, and they said about how many horses the Germans used in the Second World War.
Yeah, loads.
Oh yeah, when they really think it was all tanks, it was like no, it was like
a lot of horse-drawn stuff.
There's more horse-drawn than there was tanks.
Mags were heroes. I'm assuming, Jimmy, you've seen
Wars.
Wars, yeah. That's a good film.
Yeah, because in the up there you've got the sculpts of the horses, haven't you, next to the tanks? What's quite.
Oh,
shocking.
Speaking of which, a guy at work was saying on Netflix, there's a First World War series of film called All Quiet on the Western Front.
Yes.
It's obviously a remake of the original black and white one, but it's in German.
I'm not sure.
It's subtitled.
I'm sorry, watching it yet.
But there was a black and white one, All Quiet on the Western Front.
Don't tell me the ending.
Well, someone dies. But it had John Boy from the Boltons in it. Remember the Boltons?
Yeah.
Hi, John Boy. Shut up! I'm gonna go to sleep, you stupid bastards. The old family was like, night, John Boy, night, night, Dad, night, Mum. Shut up!
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I've got to watch that one yet.
No, I haven't. So when we come back from gaming tonight, I might do it. Most of the German supply chains around were horse-drawn.
Yeah. It was when everybody thought because of publicity.
Can't stand it going off my awesome history teacher in school more than 20 years ago. I can't stand it. This is the problem, right? When you do, obviously, a history teacher, or you know your stuff, or you're a reenactor and you watch a film and then you just go, ugh! You start ripping the film to pieces. I've never really done that.
I know.
No, I've been lucky enough
not
to. I've just watched it and enjoyed it for what it is. There's a couple that niggle me a little bit. But yeah, as a general thing, especially with the medieval stuff, I just turn a blind eye and just enjoy it. But it's like the Second World War stuff now. I'm starting to look at stuff and thinking,
yeah, I can't. Because some of them they go, oh, it's the Germans are coming forward again. None of those are German tanks.
It's like which one?
I think it was a battle of the Bulge. I was again.
Oh, Patton. There's another one.
Where's the German tanks? They're not German tanks. I was thinking, for fuck's sake.
Honestly, there's so much liberties taken.
Oh, actually, the worst one I saw lately, it's on the Disney Channel. I know it's a Disney Channel, but they got a historical thing about like some key Second World War battles.
Right, okay.
And they're going, oh, the Churchill crocodiles went forwards, and they're going, that's not Churchill. It's not even fucking British. It was a freaking Stuart tank. And they're going, why do they keep showing the Stuart tanks? It's not a freaking crocodile. Oh, and every like, they've got limited resources.
Tell you what, I don't watch films for facts, just chill and enjoy the dumb stuff. Yeah, I can't remember what film it is, but there's one of Sherman with plywood strapped to it. Whereas if you're true to history or Hollywood and enjoy it for what it is, yeah.
Yeah, some of the last.
It is, because you look at it and think, oh my god, here's one for you. I watched a guy doing stuff about what's wrong with medieval films or like classic things. You always see the two arms, yeah, and all that sort of stuff, Braveheart, all that sort of stuff. Never happened. If you fight in a block, you don't go running off as an individual person because you just get stabbed in the side by someone with a billock or something. It's like death or glory. No, just death here, mate. So you never rushed in like that. I mean, we do it at Tewkesbury, where it gets so far and I go rah for the crowd, but you never would have done it in real life. You wouldn't run into a bloody pipe block, would you? You get as close as you can and charge on, stab.
Oh, freaking hell.
But yeah, so it's certain things, and the one thing that really does wind me up is your swing of a sword when it's drawn out of a scabbard. When they use everything, swing, because it doesn't happen. You're having a leather scabbard, and you go, and that's it. It doesn't make a swing noise. No, that's the only thing that really winds me up. Creeping at night. Yeah, that's the only thing that winds me up.
Listen about the SAS thing was on.
Oh yes, everybody. BBC iPlayer, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's on tomorrow.
It's tomorrow, is it?
So tonight or tomorrow, I think it's tomorrow. SAS True Story. Not for you, Jimmy. It's not going to be authentic, mate.
You never know, it might be.
I doubt it. When have the BBC ever done anything that's really, really on par with? Sadly, the only thing I could think of is probably Pride and Prejudice. That's actually quite a good series. I'm forced to watch that regularly.
Oh yeah.
It's actually quite good.
Oh my God, I have to.
No, but I don't know.
I can watch Bollywood
There's a
films
lot of
instead.
demand now for more authenticity in a film
Yeah,
or in a
'cause-
TV series now.
yeah,
So it might be all right. It's on iPlayer tomorrow. Thank you, Leslie.
yeah, going to watch that.
I still think Tom Hanks' character blew the tank up. It's real to me, god damn it. Oh, who's going to tell him it was a plane?
No,
Or to be fair, if Jace was in command, it would have been a mortar.
well, yeah.
Honest to God. And who was I talking to? Sticky bombs was a thing.
Yeah, it was a British invention.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, sorry, Jimmy. Sorry, mate. It's a plane.
Yeah, that was, oh God, there was a brilliant programme actually. Churchill's Funny, or Churchill's, Churchill had a lab of people making all these stuff up. And the army didn't like it because they basically, Churchill went around them, he just said, yeah, you can have that, make it. And because these guys didn't go through the proper channels,
Right.
they were doing it, it's well funny.
Well, you know. I'll tell you what though, I first of all went and educated my daughter and then got educated myself and then had to re-educate my daughter. Because you know the King Tiger has got that weird Ripley effect on it.
The waffle effect, yeah.
Yeah. I thought that was welding,
No, it's
but
not.
it's just paste.
Yeah,
Just to stop anti-magnetic mines.
yeah, yeah.
But then the Germans realised, oh, the British and Americans don't have them. They use a sticky bomb.
Yeah,
So they stopped doing it. But it was applied by hand, man.
yeah.
That's mental.
But the sticky bombs were made by this group of scientists, and at one point the British Army tried to close the branch down, so they sent someone to go around and go, right, we want you to have a look and see, you know, if you want to close it down, say it's not performing well. And it was in this old house, and so I said, shit, what are we going to do? Right, you guys, put your white coats on, go into that room, I'll bring them through, we'll show them like you're making something. So they're all there fiddling around, and he's like, oh yeah. And I'll take them the long way around to the next room. And they went out of that room, take the white jackets off,
Never.
and they did this apparently all the way through the thing. When the bloke went back, he goes, no, it's too big, we can't close it down.
Brilliant.
But
So they thought it was a massive.
but it wasn't, it was just a
operation.
small group of guys.
Brilliant.
It was one of these, and they got no credit for it.
Wow.
All the inventions they came up with.
Yeah, and if you would have been in charge, it would have been friendly fire from artillery. Oh, that's nasty, Josh. You're right though.
Yeah.
That was so funny. Yeah, that was savage, man. Calling that barrage. I've killed more of my own men than you.
Yeah.
But that's me being authentic.
But these guys also invented a mine, an underwater mine, and they wanted to test it. So they went out to this river, another bridge, and they dropped the mine in the river, and went, shit, we haven't tied it off to anything. And it you never felt it. But
Bloody hell.
they came out with loads of these inventions that were used, but because the army people up at the top didn't like them, they got no credit for them. There's like a tiny little plaque somewhere saying what they had done, and that was it.
Wow.
Where they were directly under kind of Churchill. He just said they said
Okay.
go testing it. He went make me 500 with no even going through all the ranks. Just make me 500. They did sticky bombs and loads of other stuff.
So I was talking to a guy who was in the going to films with authenticity and that, and Jimmy might pick up on this. is I was talking to a guy who was in the tank regiment,
Yeah.
and we started talking about Fury, and I said, all right, go on then. You're in a story, you're a reenactor, you're in the tank regiment. He said the banter between the crew, he said, is spot on. He said, that's what we were like. You're all bunched in together and you just rip each other and you just get on with each other and stuff like that. He said, that was really, really good. He said, some of the film, he said, what you doing that for, sort of thing. He said, but yeah, the banter in that was right. And being all dirty and smelling of oil and diesel and stuff like that. He said, yeah, that's spot on. So they get some things right.
Yeah.
It's like I didn't realise that Enemy at the Gate, the sniper originally was a woman.
Yeah,
It was a woman that did all the shooting, and when Hollywood approached Russia or whatever, say they wanted to make the film and that, for the rights or whatever, they just didn't care and whatever. And then they went out and made it with Jude Law.
Alright.
So yeah, the Enemy at the Gate is basically, there was a Russian woman and she got over 500 confirmed kills. A bit like that Finnish guy.
Oh,
Got half his face shot off.
Yeah, but he was picking them off on a daily
Yeah,
basis.
but on a basic rifle, bolt-action rifle with a crosshair, not even a scope, because you reckon it would give him away.
Yeah.
How mad is that? And they had that Finnish tank in there, didn't they?
Yes.
One of the most questions they get asked is about the swastika. I even said, that's a Finnish tank, innit? Just confirm that is a Finnish tank, yeah, because the swastika is sort of the wrong way around.
The only reason they joined the war is because Russia was going to invade them, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, they did.
Well, yeah. And they
He killed over 500. Well, they reckon this guy killed over 500 and probably killed more because there's points when he used machine guns on them. So he had over 500 confirmed kills with just being a sniper. And apparently one of his best days was like 47. Imagine that. And then he also killed more with machine guns. That's mental. And that snow to keep the breath from stuff like that. And then we used a scope because he reckoned that someone would reflect off of that to give him away. That's mad.
Yeah.
I mean, that's big.
Definitely not the sniper I use.
No, no. Do you imagine how much more deadly it would have been if you had water?
Ooh.
Oh, mate. Ooh. Especially under your command.
Bloke takes alive.
Bloody hell, man. That would be scary. Bloody brave, really, wouldn't they?
Oh, yeah.
When you think about it. I love the fact we always do this live chat. And we start off we're doing one-page rules tonight. We're doing 40k second edition. Oh, we're doing third today. Always comes down to boat action. When we go back to doing a podcast, we'll have to do a boat action podcast.
That's because it's not funny. Boat action's got more history. You've got more things to draw on.
No.
Yeah,
You think of all the fluff and that out there now for 40k.
What?
You could draw on loads of stuff.
Boring, man.
That's one thing I didn't see at the Tank Museum, though.
What? Leaving Russ?
Yeah, what a stupid tank museum that was. Where was the bloody Beyblade, man? Well, you kind of did, because that was the First World War tanker.
I thought you take a Leaving Russ there and go, can I take
You know what it is? That'd be really funny to do. You get frog marched out. I was one guy on the second edition page, right? I was reading his battle report. He'd done photos on that. And I can't remember where I was going. So he's doing a battle report and this, that, and the other. He goes, oh yeah, and he shot me Tiger. I went, Tiger? Went back through the photos. He had got like a bigger scale Tiger tank and orked it up. It looked really good.
Yeah, because there's only like 3 tanks in Road Trader. It was not stupid like that, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, actually, yeah, there was, because everybody used the same tank.
You used to be able to make your own up with, like, remember the old Road Trader days? You had the bloody deodorant bottle or whatever, wasn't it?
Yes.
And put plastic spoons on the top to make domes. And you had a whole set of rules to make up your own vehicles. I think the craziest thing I had for done was I had Eldar on skyboard, so there were surfers going around with flamers. Stupid. Crazy days. I was going somewhere, wasn't I?
I don't know where you was going.
I was going off of one. I can't remember what I was now. There was a tank that wasn't. Genuinely, there was a tank that wasn't there. That was it. Vickers. Didn't see a Vickers tank.
Yeah, there was.
Oh, bloody hell! I walked past that one as well. Then.
They're on the look. They're so small. That's why you probably missed it. I'm not joking. When you walk from the First World War to the Second World War,
Yeah.
they're there. They're in that bit. They're like the walkway.
I completely
They
missed that.
literally
Then.
are small, mate. They're tiny.
I must have seen. I'll have to check my photos. I swear to God, I took a photo nearly every tank air.
They've definitely got one there because tank. They do a talk on it, and they got their tank bits on YouTube.
Oh, right.
The tank chats at the tank chats. They do it about the Vickers there, and the.
Well, maybe I did. Maybe I did. Don't know. Yeah, I'll have to look through my photos. I'm sure I did. Or maybe
They've definitely got Vickers there because they've done a whole talk about it,
All right, fair enough.
and they've done the
Unless it was out for maintenance. I don't know.
about the same size of the bread.
You had to bring up bread. It's like a swear word.
I don't know why.
Because you know why? Because you throw out a lot of firepower. I can throw out a lot of firepower. Put one pin on you, you wipe out a squad. You bring it up every freaking time, man.
Oh, yeah, they are funny.
They're not. They're horrible. Tell you what, we're swap armies. Give me all your brands. No, because you're one of Tiger. Oh no, that's all right. I'll have a mortar. I'll be fine.
I'll probably hit more times you, Tiger. Than you.
Do you remember when I drove up to the
back?
Do you remember when I drove up to the building and completely missed the building? I was like,
Make the
literally
door
right
right
there.
inside the car.
You just opened the door, boom, there you go.
Pretty much.
Straight through the building.
Oh,
Jack, open the back door. Why, Tiger? Brilliant.
yeah, pretty much.
Well, I'm going to try the next time I do Field of Tiger, which is so expensive as well. It's just keep it on the back. It's got the range. I've only got to be like half the board and I'm not suffering from long range penalties. Just sit there and go boom.
It's all right. You sit still. Stay still.
Oh no, I won't know because you'll water it. Do you know what? I will, and I reckon I'll take it until you hit me, and then once you hit me and you've zoned in on me, then I'll move. I reckon
What, second roll then.
second first. Honestly, you're a sporty bastard when it comes to those boards.
Oh,
Hate them.
but,
No, we've run again.
we always
We
do.
get carried away.
Yeah,
It's only meant to be a half-hour chat. We've got a battle report to fill.
yeah. So third edition, guard against orcs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This should be fun. Right, guys. Appreciate the comments. Appreciate the chat. And we'll see you. Hang on a minute. Not next week. It's fireworks.
Oh yeah. Got the fireworks.
So we're due next Sunday, which will be the 6th.
Yeah.
So we'll do a live chat then. Which should be cool. All right. Thanks for your company, guys. See you later.
See you guys.